Hey everyone, this is Vishak here, and welcome to another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about your persona. So, what exactly is a persona? So, if you want to give an identity for yourself that people can recognize with, then that is the persona. Okay. So, this is going to add a lot of value, depth, and value and depth and intensity to your personality as a whole. Okay, so for example, if I ask you to think about James Bond, right? What do you get in your mind? Hmm? If I ask you to think about Arnold Schwarzenegger, what is coming to your mind? Okay, Obama, uh, Elon Musk, yeah, uh, Shah Rukh Khan. So these people, although they're all different, but they have like something specific, something very specific to them, right? So you need to understand, like you need to understand about your body, and you need to understand about your personality, the way that you carry yourself, your mindset, your level of confidence. All of this will eventually emit. So your persona also must be aligned towards that. Like if you call yourself as a badass and you cannot be wearing a pink shirt, I mean you can, but it's just that people are going to be like it's going to be a little intriguing, right? I mean, not that it makes a huge statement or it's not going to change anything like majorly if you just wear a pink shirt and you call yourself as a badass. But there is a subtle, like in a subconsciously, people will be able to pick it up, or even you won't be that confident because pink is a very soft color. You know what I mean? So I want you to imagine yourself like that. We are literally creating a new character, new version of yourself. All right, the second character, or the next version of yourself. All right. So your persona plays that level of importance. And why is it so important? Like, is it going to change your life? The answer is yes. Okay. So, okay, I want to ask you a question, right? So, how well do you carry yourself? So, let's say that I meet about 15 to 20 people every day. Like every day, I'm meeting 15 to 20 people. Now, in the 20 people, if I meet you, all right, for whatever the time that is. So on a 10-day basis, I'm meeting about 150 people. So if I meet you, okay, can I remember you after a month? Right? That's the question. Can I remember you after a month? So you are meeting people. Are you making sure that people remembers you? Look, people remembering you, it could mean a lot. It could mean a lot, right? I mean, if you're not married, you could get a woman. If you are looking for a job, you can land a job, you can land recommendation, you can close $1 million deal. I don't know, like anything can happen. Networking is so important. So what are you doing that makes you stand out, right? So my question is, like, how well do you carry yourself? How well you take care of your look and your yourself? Okay. So one thing is looking at things from your angle. Okay. So I want to ask you this one. What do people think of you? Right? You must have come across, or you might have done this to yourself. There is someone who is not really clean and who's actually having a bad odor whenever we sit with them or next to them, and you just move away. Or you are with your friends, or you are with your colleagues or whoever, and then there's one person whom you don't like, or I don't know, they're so messy, they don't dress well, and you just like, oh my god, they are coming, and then you just move out, or you know what I mean? Like, so how does people perceive you? Like, are there situations anywhere people are waiting for you, or is it like people are running away from you? Okay, you're gonna ask yourself, like, how well do you carry yourself, and how do people, I mean, I don't know if there's a mistake. How do people perceive you? Excuse me for the grammar. Anyway, so how do people perceive you? Okay, how do they take you? That's that's the question that you need to answer. So in essence, What is your self image? What is the image that you have of yourself in your mind? What is your image? Okay. So if you have an image, that's exactly the image that the world has upon you, has on you. Okay. The image that you have of yourself is exactly the image the world has on you. You need to remember this statement. Okay. So we are going to do things to boost that by quite a bit. Okay. So, as a general rule, these are the things that you should do to make your persona stand a little out. Okay. You don't want to be looking normal. You don't want to be, I don't know, like you don't want to be normal. Normal is boring, but then abnormal is also not good thing, right? I mean, you don't want to be abnormal, but the thing is like uh, you have to be a little above the normal. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Not abnormal, but above the normal. So the first thing is like, as a general rule, your persona says a lot about you. The way you dress yourself, I'm sorry, the way you dress, the way you carry yourself, the way you talk, the way you look, the way you shake your hand takes a lot. I mean, it just makes a lot of difference. Okay. So as a general rule, the first one is I want you to study the occasion or the event wherever you go and dress accordingly. So you are going to office every day. So you have a certain set of clothes. Like, is this like as same as everybody else, or are you dressing a little different? Are you dressing top notch? Because the way you dress and what you dress, it it makes such a big difference. All right. uh People might or might not notice, but subconsciously everybody notices the way everyone dresses. Okay. So we eat for ourselves, but we dress for others. So you don't want to be dressing crappy, especially to the special events, like you go for an interview or you go on a date, or I don't know, like you want to study the occasion, you still want to study the place, you want to study the event, and then dress accordingly. Okay. Number two is have a skincare routine on an everyday basis. Very simple, just morning and evening wash twice, just twice, wash your skin twice, wash your face twice. And I don't know, like it depends on, like I can't give you because I'm not an expert on this one, but all I want to say is like all our skin is different. Some are oily, some are dry, some are neutral. So just have a skincare routine, and you don't want to keep changing your soap or the face wash or whatever. Just keep it, like make sure it's glowing, and make sure that you are having a clear skin, like at all times. Okay. Eat clean food, eat healthy food, having a good motion, and keeping your skin clear will I mean, keeping your washing your face quite often, like at least twice or thrice a day, will keep your skin clear. Okay. So it should be appealing. It should not be like, oh my god, like look at that. Like it should, nobody should get that kind of a feeling. Okay. Because see, what happens is like when you are having that skin, and then whatever you're talking, people, most attention will go on to your skin. Like if it is like really good and appealing and glowing, you will be approachable. But at the same time, if you're like having like very bad marks, and if things are going out of control, just go to a dermatologist and get yourself like a good medication or whatever, and then get rid of all the spots and zit and pimples and everything else, and then have a clear skin, and ask a dermatologist to what you can do. You can do all these small investments because it's going to make a profound impact on your life. Not a profound impact, but a big impact on your life. All right. Second one. The third one is groom well. Like I spoke to you about dressing accordingly to the event, but it's not only the event, but like wherever you go, wherever you are, apart from your bed, apart from your home, like during the night, apart from that, you have to just you have to groom well. Like you have to make yourself like stand out. What See, the thing is, all our faces are different. Like I'm talking about the angles. Some are round, some are square, some are oval, some are out of proportion. I mean, we are all different. So I want you to find, there are like two or three styles of sets of style that can fit your face. Okay. So you need to find that. You need to keep trying, experimenting, like three or four. You need to keep on trying. And then how you try is like you try a certain level of haircut, there's certain level of, I don't know, like use accessories like the glasses or different styles of beard, or things like that, and try going out to your workspace, to your friends. And if they're like, oh, look at that, right? I mean, if they give you a certain level of recognition or something like that, then it might fit. Like, again, pay good amount of attention, like how you feel about it. Okay, maintain well. You don't want to be looking crappy. Like, I remember there was one of this boss of mine, and he is every day, I mean, he used to come like, so, I mean, look, I don't want to be like, I don't want to whine or complain about people, but like, I still remember, this has been years since after I left my corporate career, but there was this boss, and every day, not pretty much every day, he used to come like so shabby, like he won't shave, and he's all like, he's so shabby, right? I mean, it's just a reflection of your mind. Like, you're not approachable, and there are tons of people that you meet or you might not meet, I don't know, but you got to be having that cleanliness. Your face, your dress, your body, everything should be appealing. All right, so you got to take that time to groom well. And fourth is always be on time, regardless of what the occasion is, where the event is, it doesn't really matter. Look, already India has a very bad perception on the time management. Like, we don't take care of our time, and that's so true, right? In most cases in my life, like most people, when they say 5 minutes, it's always like never 5 minutes. It's never 5 minutes. It's never, ever, ever 5 minutes. It's at least 6 minutes or more than 6 minutes, right? If they say 10 o'clock, it's never 10 o'clock. It is never 10 o'clock for me. If I say it's 10 o'clock, it's 9:55. 9:55 is on time. 10 is actually late. 10:05, forget about it. Okay, so always be on time, because like, you might not value time, but there are so many people who really value time, because they know for the fact that time is a valuable resource, like an finite resource. It's not an infinite resource. You cannot just get time like that. Okay, so it's a finite resource. Take care of it. Even if you don't value yours, value others. So when you say a time, just be there on time. And of course, it says a lot about your personality and about your character. Okay, so your time, I mean, the way that you value your time says a lot about you. Smell good, but be subtle. Don't overdo it. Like, I'm telling this to you in the last also, like, don't, be subtle. You got to smell good. You can, I mean, just see if you are excreting a lot of sweat. You might want to change your dress pretty much every day. I'm sure you do it, but make sure that you are using cologne or perfumes like on a subtle way. And then, don't put it so much that people are running away from you, but make sure you are using something. Okay, and when you're talking, look people in the eye, but don't overdo it. Like, don't stare at it, don't stare at them. Like, don't like, you there is a trick to this one. And if you are not really confident from within, it's pretty hard for you to look people in the eye. It's really hard. Like, if you do any mistake, if you want to lie, if you didn't do anything properly or whatever it is, right? I mean, if you are on the losing side, it's really hard for you to look people in the eye. Like, look people in the eye, like, you can't do that. Okay, if you are like perfect from your side, and then you got like nothing, no obligation, like, you're nowhere, I don't know how to put it. Like, if everything is perfect from your side, like from your side, you can confidently look people in the eye. Okay, but whatever you're looking, don't look beyond like 2 to 3 seconds or 4 seconds, not beyond that. Okay, and then look away, subtle, like very slowly and subtly. Take your eyes, look somewhere else, and then come back again and look them in the eye. Like, just look at one eyeball and look them in the eye, right in the pupil, and then again look away. Don't stare like you're gonna have sex with them, or don't stare at them like you're gonna, murder them. Don't do that. Okay, and then eyes are the windows to the soul, so you want to do it very subtle. And don't stare, don't go to a point where you're going to make them feel uncomfortable. Don't do that. All right, just do it very subtle. And that's pretty much it. So these are the general rules, and all of this, don't overdo it. Okay, study the occasion, dress accordingly, don't overdo it. Have a skincare, but don't overdo it. Groom well, but don't overgroom. Always be on time doesn't mean that don't go there like half an hour before or 1 hour before. Okay, smell good, but don't overdo it. Anyway, these are the general rules. Okay, and I want to tell you there are certain things as a man you need to like own certain things, like few things that you own, and it just adds a lot of character to your personality. Or no, it adds a lot of personality to your character. Okay, so they are, the first one is a suit. If you do not have a suit, just go buy one, invest in a suit. These are all investments, but I'll tell you this is going to add a lot of personality to your character. Okay, um own a good suit, buy a good suit that fits you. Okay, and own a boots. I'm talking about a proper leather boots, not a shoe, boots. Okay, and this is a good one when you want to go for the parties or when you want to go for the social gathering. Sometimes even a semi casual, like a casual business gathering, you can wear the boots. Leather shoe, one or two or three, even three pairs is good, but make sure you invest in a good shoe. Okay, phone, you invest in, make sure, I don't have to say this, but I'm sure you will already have a good phone. But if you don't, just buy a good phone to keep it. It's yeah, it's sometimes it's like, okay, why do I want to show off? It's not really a show off. See, all of these things, it makes it makes up a lot. It makes up a lot. Just imagine this: if you're just going to sit there with a not iron shirt, like with a lot of shirt with a lot of wrinkles, your hair is not combed, and probably if you have eaten, I don't know, like pan parag or some crap like that, and then just imagine if you're going to sit there for a meeting, and imagine the other person who's a high achiever and who's probably a billionaire. Okay, I might have overdone that. Okay, just imagine if there is other person who is a millionaire. Imagine that, right? That's not a good, you're going to lose the opportunity for life, opportunity of life for life. You're going to lose it. You're never going to get it back. All right, you're never going to get it back. So you want to be looking prepared, like you want to be prepared, and you want to be looking on point, like perfect. All right, I like, you have to emit the energy, like I want to talk to this person, I want to know about this person. You want to give that level of uh energy. All right, so yeah, own a perfume or colleague or cologne or probably both. Own a trimmer. For some people, I mean, the hair is like growth, like is heavy, and for some people, it's pretty subtle. So just see what style fits you in. But anyway, own a trimmer though. Okay, and you need to have a personal laptop. It's just that it's just it I don't know, like it just says something about you. You gotta have a laptop. All right, wristwatch, good wristwatch, watches doesn't matter, but have a watch. Okay, yes, you can see the time on your phone. Yes, you can ask people. Yes, you have it on your computer, you have it on your laptop, but having a wristwatch is not going to let your wrist feel empty and naked. Okay, just think about it. Okay, try it out. Try how your hand feels without the watch, and just wear it out and just see how it feels. It feels naked without it, so just wear it. It's okay. All right, sunglasses, wear a pair of sunglasses. You don't want to be covering your eyes. Like, let's say that you are with your woman or with a girl or with someone, and you don't want to be having, it's sunny, and you don't want to be covering your eyes with your hand. It's sunny, it's funny, right? And then books, have a small library of books. This is probably the ultimate one, not probably, this is the ultimate one. When this comes in, automatically all of these, you will know what are the value of all these, and you will just have it. I'm not asking you to be materialistic. I'm the least materialistic person that you can ever come across. I'm not materialistic. Okay, all I have is a good speakers and a couple of my laptop, and I'm ready to go, and that's it. I'm a minimalist, but I like to carry myself well, so that, you know I don't want to, you know scare people or repel people. I don't want to do that. And I have a character to protect. I have a personality to protect. And these things just add that 1%, tiny little 1%. See, at the end of the day, you need to have a lot of substance in you. These are the style material. Anybody can do this. But substance is important. Substance is your skill. Substance is your, the communication, the body language, your mindset. your skill, I mean the skill in itself, the leadership. These are the skills. You need to have the substance. Okay, these are the style and substance. Good. Only style, anybody can do that. Nobody, you won't get respect from this. Okay. Style plus substance, beautiful. That's pretty much it. Thank you, and I will see you when I see you. Bye bye.